expert, Dr. David Winter of Baylor Scott and White Health, to answer some of your health questions today. Good morning. Good to see you again, Dr. Winter.
Good morning, Kara. Good to be with you.
So with new COVID vaccines that have been approved by the FDA, and as of yesterday, the CDC, newly formulated vaccines are going to be available soon, as we just mentioned, perhaps as early as next week. So how are these different from a previous booster or previous vaccine?
Yeah, the original vaccines were made to combat the original strains, which are not very common right now. They do work against the new variants, but not as well as they did to the older variants. So the new vaccine is a mixture. It's half of the old vaccine plus half of a new vaccine specifically designed to combat BA4 and BA5 to give you broader immunity, Kara.
Now, the new COVID boosters have been given the green light without data from tests on people. So how often does that happen, and what does that mean?
Yeah, so here's what's going on with the previous vaccine. They did parallel trials with the vaccine in mice and in humans and had similar results. So we think that the mice trials do give you the right answer. If they had to wait to get the human trials done, which take longer, they estimate there'd be probably 7,000 to 18,000 deaths, because there are 500 deaths right now every day that are occurring. So they rushed it out because of that. They do think it'll be actually as safe and even more effective.
So it's not recommended to get the booster if you've received your latest dose 2 months ago. What if you've had COVID in the last 2 months? I know there was a small surge, so to speak. I know we've used that word a lot, but just a month ago, a lot of people seem to have come down with COVID.
Yeah, I think the same answer there. So if you have had COVID or COVID vaccine within 2 months, you should not get this vaccine. You ought to wait. In fact, they say the ideal time is 4 to 6 months after a vaccine or COVID infection. That's where you get the biggest immune response.
So at this point, it just seems like it's something that is going to be here. It's something that we're going to have to learn to live with, like we have, with the seasonal flu. As far as like repeat vaccinations every year, is that what we're looking at?
Yeah, I think so. Just like with influenza, that virus mutates every year. A new vaccine comes out every year. I think the same thing with this one. We're probably going to have a new vaccine and a new variant of that, a new type of vaccine every year with COVID.